Hello. Every now and then, and it seems lately, I've been wanting to do a lot more of this, giving presentations, I call it lecture, presentation, instructions that I feel are very important. They're important to me, and for those of you out there who are in this hobby or this sport, in the making of crossbows and regular bows, in this particular case a 6-foot long English longbow replica having a 45, almost 50-pound pull. I want to just talk about these a little bit really quick. The real deal about it, especially if you make bows out of wood, and there's only certain hardwoods that are acceptable or safe to use and reliable to use whenever you want to make bow, whether it be a regular bow you pull back like this maybe right here as I just showed you, or crossbow, UYEW wood. It's a very good wood, and it's been held as a very highly acclaimed choice for making bows. However, it's very pricey, very expensive, and I keep asking myself, do I really want to go there when I can find wood around my area that does the job? In particular, oak. Both of these honeys right here, and all of my bows that I've been making, been non-composite white or red oak. And oak is very reliable. I built this thing at the beginning of this past summer of 2019, and I haven't had nearly a problem with it, not one. Now, I'm going to get into what problems you can get into when you're doing this, when you're into archery and wanting to make your own bows, or for that matter, even buying a produced or manufactured bow from a company like Cabela's or Bear, places like that. There are ways to treat them that can do serious damage to them and could even cause a serious accident and injury to you or to me if we do it wrong, or if we build them wrong. This crossbow here has a bow that's almost the very same length of the entire stock that I built sometime back in 1965 when I was a rising high school senior, and I still have it, and we're glad to have it, and I've been using it. Now, this is a recent bow that I built myself, and this one right here has about a 70-pound pull. Who says you have to have 150 pounds where you have to have a crank? This thing performs. It performs stupendously. Well, let me say this. You're going to build a bow, or you're going to build or use a bow, whether it be regular archery, a compound, or, well, no, not compound. I'm not a compound man. I'm from previous centuries. I believe in the old. This one right here is just a straight, long bow. The rule of thumb is to make sure that you select a string or make a string that you can trust in terms of pull weight. I always test by having a fish scale that I pull on after I make the bow to determine just how much down to the length, say 18-inch pull for me, or almost even as far back as 28 inches, depends on the length of one's arm. That's where you're going to find your bow weight for pull string up to your nose, where it's released, and a pull back to your ear. This right here, when you string it, you should make sure that your string is made. First of all, you make the tie to go on the top end, which is represented on my design here of a heart in daytime, which means the top part. what I always do is I slip that on first. And then, after I've done that, I pull back to determine just where I need to make the next loop, gluing and tying off and everything. And then once I've done that, put that on. What you should have, if you can see this, is anywhere from 3 3/4 inches away from your knock, your top knock. Should not be any more than that. In other words, it shouldn't be like that, because when you pull it, it's going to be too much stress on your limb. This should be about right. You should have this kind of slack. Same applies with the crossbow, at least from my point of view. See, got it strung here, or wrapped on the left knot here. See where it is? About the same distance. A little over, it's about 3.5 to 3.25, 3 3/4 inches. So when you pull back, you should have just about the right pull so that it will not be overstressing your limb, stressing the grains that can cause it to crack. If you hear a crack, you might as well stop, because the next thing it's going to do is pop, and it can cause serious injury to yourself. When it pops, string can pop up and hit you in the head or hit you in the eye. One more thing I want to mention about this. Once you got it strung, and if you haven't used it for, say, 24 hours and you get it out and you want to shoot it again, it applies to the standard longbow or a recurve bow. That's the kind that has a curve that comes up like this, and I have one. I've even made one of those. You never do want to shock it by pulling up instantly up to your bow. In the case of this crossbow, this nut, you don't want to instantly grab it and try to pull it all the way after it's been settled for a while. You need to give the bow limb time to build itself, and then let back down, pull it again until it gets a little bit higher, let it down gradually until finally you feel like you're safe enough. Maybe let it down one more time, if 5 or 6 or 7 times is necessary, until you feel safe that you can wrap your string completely into that knot, which holds it until you're ready to fire. Thanks for being with me.